Part 23. The fake daughter can be either salty or sweet. Author, Wu Zizai. Chapter 221. Chapter 221, Please the brother-in-law. Brother, just say it, as long as I can help, I will definitely help. 11 Jin made an impassioned speech. Didn't I have something to do recently? I haven't been with my sister for 2 years. My sister is a little angry. If you can calm my sister down, I will definitely help you. Gui Chen Chen tempted. 11 Jin raised his eyebrows at 11 Jin. This boy liked Yang Zizi, and he had noticed it early on. Okay, wrap it up on me. 11 Jin patted his chest and said confidently. 11 Jin returned to the set, just as Yang Zizi had finished work. It was already past 3 in the morning. On the way back, the lights on both sides of the road were on, and there were not many vehicles going back and forth. If I finish work late in the future, you can go back first without waiting for me, Yang Zizi said. Of course I have to wait for you, otherwise what if something dangerous happens on the road? You leave me alone for the rest of my life, 11 Jin said. Yang Zizi rolled his eyes. He would have to be alone for the rest of his life anyway. Then you should quickly return to the wolf clan and choose a wife to marry. Yang Zizi was worried about his lifelong event. In this world, you are the only one I won't marry, 11 Jin said without hesitation. I think instead of wasting your time on me, you should find someone you like. I can't find him. I don't like anyone who likes me. What I like is right in front of me, so I will find a way to make him like me. 11 Jin tilted his head and looked at Yang Zizi and said with a smile, as if he was joking. He seemed very serious. Yang Zizi is speechless. Zizi, I heard your brother is back. How did you know? This question seems to be unnecessary. Gui Chen Chen announced his comeback in a very high-profile manner and gave the reasons for his comeback. Yang Zizi will not be moved. He is now hard-hearted and cannot possibly soften his heart. Your brother told me, 11 Jin said without hesitation. After finishing speaking, 11 Jin quickly covered his mouth and acted as if he didn't say anything. He looked at him innocently and blinked. Is he looking for you? He knew that the cunning Gui Chen Chen was more cunning than a wolf. If he guessed correctly, Gui Chen Chen would definitely ask 11 Jin to persuade her to forgive her brother. 11 Jin at this moment must have been sent by Gui Chen Chen as a lobbyist. How do you know? 11 Jin asked. I know it even if I think about it with my feet. Let me tell you, my brother is more cunning than anyone else. If he promises you any conditions, you must not believe him. They are all lies. Yang Zizi taught 11 Jin must not be too simple in life, and don't be fooled like her. 11 Jin naturally knew this, but so what? He had deceived himself countless times, so what if he was deceived again by Gui Chen Chen? Don't worry, I'm a werewolf, how could I be deceived? 11 Jin was very proud of what he said in front of Yang Zizi. Looking at what he said, Yang Zizi didn't say anything more. When he got home, he took a shower and went to sleep. It may not be so easy for 11 Jin to get some sleep. As soon as I got home, my door was knocked by the neighbor who had just moved in from across the street. I opened the door impatiently and was about to tell the neighbor that he was disturbing the residents, but I realized that the person living opposite me was actually Gui Chen Chen. 11 Jin immediately changed his face and greeted his future brother-in-law with a smile. End of this chapter. The fake daughter can be either salty or sweet. Author, Wu Zizai. Chapter 222. Chapter 222 The Silent Love from My Brother. Brother, why are you here? 11 Jin enthusiastically pulled Gui Chen Chen in and tried his best to entertain him. Does my sister come back so late every day? Gui Chen Chen asked seriously. He didn't know who the director was, so he had no vision. Yes, the company is accelerating the progress of this drama. In order to save costs, there is no other choice but to be busy every day and ask for leave from school. The ghost is so angry, which director actually made his sister work so hard? There is no electricity at my house, so I will stay at your house all night, Gui Chen Chen said matter-of-factly. I like my sister. But there is a price to pay. You can't just love her for nothing. No problem, I happen to have an empty room here. Brother is welcome to come at any time. 11 Jin was like a big wolf dog trying to please his future brother-in-law. The next morning, Gui Chen Chen, who was watching Yang Zizi's TV series in the room, suddenly heard the sound of 11 Jin going out. Ghost Chen Chen turned off the TV and followed them. This weekend, they had no classes and went straight to the set. During the break, Gui Chen Chen secretly pulled the director beside him. Gui Chen Chen, the director saw Gui Chen Chen and called out his name in surprise. This is simply Yeking Hui. It's me, Loki and Loki. The director nodded understandingly. Seeing Gui Chen Chen's return, he burst into tears and was very happy. First of all, I have to praise you. Your vision is really higher than before. The director was a little embarrassed by Gui Chen Chen's praise and lowered his head and smiled stupidly. However, if you blindly rush to the schedule, you will not only lose the quality of the work, but also miss the best state of the actors, Gui Chen Chen said to the director seriously. His tone and movements were well-founded and sophisticated. The director also felt that this was indeed the case, but the boss was not very optimistic about the TV series and had to speed up the filming and completion of the show. Seeing that the director seemed to have something to hide, Gui Chen Chen patted him on the shoulder familiarly and said, "Don't worry, I will take care of it from your boss. You just need to do as I say now." "Okay, no problem," the director agreed immediately. No one in the entire entertainment industry knows the importance of Gui Chen Chen. Companies in the entire entertainment industry are fighting openly and covertly for him, and they all accept his opinions 100%. Since the appearance of Gui Chen Chen, the company immediately arranged several assistants for Yang Zizi to help her increase her work efficiency. Yang Zizi was very confused. What was going on? She was only an N-list star, but she was treated like an A-list star? Every lunchtime, Yang Zizi will smell the delicious aroma of food when he returns to the RV. "Xiaoai, your cooking skills are getting better and better." What makes her very confused is that Xiaoai is so busy, how can he have time to cook? "Zizi, I didn't do this." Agent Xiaoai didn't know anything, so he only guessed that it must have been sent by someone from the company. "However, I haven't heard that the company will send meals. Moreover, it was hot, and there were so many water stains in the kitchen of the RV, someone had obviously cooked in it." "Oh, never mind, filling your stomach is the most important thing now." Until one day, when Yang Zizi finished filming and was about to change clothes and go back to school to attend a freshman orientation party, he happened to see Gui Chen Chen walking out of the RV. Ghost Chen Chen. Found out? Gui Chen Chen could only rub his head, standing there and smiling stupidly. End of this chapter. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. The fake daughter can be either salty or sweet. Author, Wu Zai. Chapter 223. Chapter 223. What did you call him? I am quite familiar with the director of this play. I came to visit his old man. Gui Chen Chen shook his arms and said with an unnatural expression. Yang Zizi knew at a glance that he was lying and wanted to deceive her. But he didn't know whether the director was familiar with him or not, but she knew that Gui Chen Chen was definitely not here to see the director. "Sister, don't be angry. I promise that I will never leave you without saying a word again. My brother will always be by my sister's side." Gui Chen Chen looked at Yang Zizi's disbelief and said flatteringly. "Okay, then tell me, where is the prosperous age of Lun?" Yang Zizi continued to ask, in order to gain the slightest hope. "I really don't know this. That Gui Kale, your sister, you always know where she is." I don't know about this either. My father and mother are looking for her, but there is no news. Gui Kale looked confused. Looking at the disappointed Yang Zizi, Gui Chen really couldn't bear it and said hurriedly, "Don't worry, my brother will definitely help you find that boy from Lunzhenji and let him apologize to you in person. Let's wait until you find it." After Yang Zizi said that, he turned around and left. "Sister, where are you going?" Gui Chen chased after Yang Zizi. Yang Zizi ignored him. "Are you going to attend the school's welcome party? My brother missed the opportunity to send you to college. You can't miss the welcome party." Gui Chen followed Yang Zizi step by step. At this time, 11 Jin happened to come to pick up Yang Zizi and go to the school to attend the welcome party. Ghost Chen winked at 11 Jin and asked him to say something. "Hey, brother is here too. Do you want to go to our school to attend our welcome party?" 11 Jin looked at Gui Chen with a smile, and occasionally glanced at Yang Zizi's eyes. "You have to start early to please your brother-in-law." "What did you call him?" Yang Zizi asked with a frown. Brother." 11 Jin looked at Yang Zizi carefully and asked, "Is there anything wrong with calling me brother?" Since he was Yang Zizi's brother, he was naturally his brother. Yang Zizi glared at Gui Chen. Ghost Chen was immediately frightened. Yang Zizi ignored them. The welcome party was about to start. It would not be good to go in late. Yang Zizi got into the car, and Gui Chen quickly jumped into the passenger seat. 11 Jin glanced at Yang Zizi, who was sitting in the back seat. On the surface, he seemed to avoid Gui Chen, but he took the initiative to sit in the back seat and his true attitude was obvious. "Although it has been 2 years since my brother left me, I am already very happy to see him come back, just for fun." Not long after they entered, the welcome party started. First, a sophomore representative came to the stage to give a speech to welcome these lovely freshmen. "It's her," Gui Chen, who was sitting in the audience, said calmly when he saw the girl speaking on the stage. "Who is it?" Yang Zizi asked curiously. "Damn it, I obviously swore that I would never take the initiative to talk to Gui Chen again, but I didn't expect that I still couldn't help it. An entertainment artist I have worked with before," Gui Chen replied with a smile. If his sister took the initiative to talk to him, does it mean that she has forgiven him? "Oh," Yang Zizi responded lightly, turned away, and stopped talking. Choi Ye-yen wore an evening dress today, which highlighted her elegance and cuteness. End of this chapter. The fake daughter can be either salty or sweet. Author, Wu Zizai. Chapter 224. Chapter 224. Gui Chenchen's Love Debt. After finishing her speech, Kui Yin, who was wearing high heels for the first time, put away her manuscript and carefully prepared to step off the stage. However, when she was about to walk down the stairs, her foot suddenly sprained. Just when she was about to make a fool of herself in front of everyone, a gust of wind blew past everyone. Kui Yin's waist was firmly caught by a strong hand, avoiding the possibility of falling to the ground. Kui Yin raised her head and met those deep and bright eyes. Even though he was wearing a black mask, she still recognized him at a glance. "He is Ghost Chen." "Gui Chen," Kui Yin shouted in surprise. He didn't expect that he would see him again. He thought that after he quit the entertainment industry, it would be impossible to meet him again. Unexpectedly, he met the man who impressed him again at the welcome party. A young man who falls in love at first sight. "You made a mistake." Gui Chen let go of her waist and disappeared in an instant. How could he admit his mistake? It was absolutely impossible for her to admit her mistake. She can allow herself to misidentify anyone, but she will never allow herself to misidentify the person she loves most. Kui Yin threw off her high heels and ran out to look for him frantically, thinking he was out. In fact, Gui Chen has quietly returned to his position in the audience. "I didn't expect that you still have peach blossom debts in the human world," Yang Zizi said casually. "What kind of peach blossom debt?" I will never be exposed to love in this life. What's more, she is wishful thinking and doesn't care about my business. Gui Chen Chen quickly broke off the relationship with Kui Yin. He lives clearly. It is impossible for him and humans to be together. How can people from two worlds be together? He understood early on that he would never be able to touch love in this life or eternity. The biggest mission of him and his brothers in this life is to protect the safety of his sister. It's your fault that you let people fall in love with you. Yang Zizi looked at the senior who ran out, feeling inexplicably sympathetic. Yang Zizi and Kui Yin met once, on the first day of school. The first impression she gave me was that of a beautiful, clean girl who was full of hope for the future. Many new junior students are fascinated by it. I didn't expect Gui Chen Chen to be so short-sighted. Gui Chen Chen was really speechless. He had experienced the pain of being a mute eating Coptus chinensis all his life. You have to at least tell her that you don't like her and ask her to give up on you. Otherwise, wouldn't you be cheating on her? 11 Jin, who was sitting next to Yang Zizi, finally spoke. He thought 11 Jin would talk to him, but he didn't expect that he would still favor Yang Zizi. About an hour and a half later, whether it was because he didn't find Gui Chen Chen or because he still had something to do, Kui Yin quickly returned to the auditorium and sat down in the first row with her name written on it. Looking behind. Because of the large number of people and in order to protect her image, she did not dare to turn her head and keep looking. She could only turn her head and take a look, as if she was looking for someone. She turned her head 3 times, but didn't see the person she was looking for, so she sighed in disappointment and sat absent-mindedly, not paying attention to the performance on the stage. At this time, Gui Chen Chen deliberately lowered his body so that Kui Yin could not see him. Okay, stop hiding, they won't look at you anymore. Yang Zizi gave him a headshot. He also understood that it was actually right for Gui Chen Chen to do this. It would be good for everyone, at least he would not suffer the consequences later. Just like her and Lun Chenchi, how could a human and a vampire be together? However, sometimes, Yang Zizi just doesn't believe in fate. Why can't vampires and humans be together? End of this chapter. The fake daughter can be either salty or sweet. Author, Wu Zizai. Chapter 225. Chapter 225 turns out to be sister-in-law. The welcome party is over, but there will be an evening dance from 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. The students began to invite dance partners one after another. Zizi, how about you be my dance partner tonight? No, Yang Zizi rejected 11 Jin without hesitation, without even thinking. The starry smile on 11 Jin's face has frozen a little, and his expression is a little aggrieved. Then 11 Jin opened his mouth to say something else, but was blocked by Yang Zizi. If you want a dance partner, then let Gui Chen Chen be your dance partner. Gi Chen Chen, who was walking aside, suddenly heard that he was called by his sister, and asked as if he had just woken up from a dream, "What are you talking about?" "It's nothing," 11 Jin shouted back at him. How could he be a dance partner with Gui Chen Chen? Ghost Chen Chen. Suddenly, someone called Gui Chen Chen's name from behind. The students around him seemed to have been awakened by something, and they rotated their heads 360 degrees up, down, left, and right, but they didn't see where Gui Chen Chen was. When Kui Yin saw her classmates' actions, she immediately stopped talking and didn't look at Gui Chen Chen. She was afraid that her classmates would follow her gaze and find Gui Chen Chen. If a group of people gathered around her, she would not only be jealous, but also bring trouble to Gui Chen Chen. Come to trouble. However, when his classmates gradually walked away, he raised his head and found that Gui Chen Chen had disappeared. It's just that who the girl was just now, she didn't see her face, only her back. But it seems that Gui Chen Chen likes one girl in particular. His eyes are full of stars and sea, and anyone who looks at her doting eyes will think that the boy has endless and unconditional love for the girl. To be honest, She was jealous, even more so. She subconsciously mistook Yang Zizi for Gui Chenchen's girlfriend. We haven't seen each other for 2 years, and I thought we would never see each other again. Unexpectedly, when we meet again, we already have someone we like. Did he quit the entertainment industry just because of this girl? This girl, she is so happy. Cui Yin began to envy this girl. She walked into the canteen lonely, lowered her head and fetched and cooked rice alone. When she finished eating and put the tableware back, she suddenly saw 3 people walking downstairs, who looked like cartoons. The one on the far left, Kui Yen, was instantly recognizable. It's Ghost Dust. Kui Yin glanced at the packed canteen. She didn't dare to call his name louder. She could only wait until they walked out of the canteen and followed them slowly. When she reached a place where there were not many people, she ran forward and stopped him. Ghost Chen Chen. She looked at him and called his name, feeling extremely sad and excited. Settle your peach blossom debt by yourself. Yang Zizi finished speaking and prepared to leave. Kui Yin is a little embarrassed. His girlfriend must be angry. Wait, it's not what you think. Gui Chen Chen and I were just colleagues before. We collaborated on a variety show, and the settings were based on the script. In order to increase the effect of the variety show, don't get me wrong, after all, she explained that rather than having him, she hoped he could be happier than she was. Yang Zizi looked at the senior sister. She must have mistakenly thought that she was Gui Chenchen's girlfriend. Ghost Chen Chen is quite satisfied with Kui Yin's misunderstanding. In this case, she will probably stop pestering him. She knows, I told her, Gui Chen Chen said with a smile, and with a wink. Yang Zizi asked Yang Zizi to help him please this admirer. Yang Zizi doesn't give any face at all. Space. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. The fake daughter can be either salty or sweet. Author, Wu Zizai. Chapter 226. Chapter 226. Being chased by a human girl. Yang Zizi walked up and said to Kui Yin, you should be the one who misunderstood me. I am his sister. Ghost Chen Chen doesn't know whether to be happy or worried. Kui Yin's face was filled with elation and happiness. It turned out that she had misunderstood. So, Gui Chen Chen is still single now. He is my brother-in-law. 11 Jin insisted on coming over to kick him. Yang Zizi gave 11 Jin a chestnut without mercy. What nonsense are you talking about? 11 Jin's innocent expression is endearing. Let's go first, you can settle your own love debt. Gui Chen Chen has a bitter look on his face. Is there anything wrong with being good looking? Yeah, Ian, actually Kui Yin suddenly hugged his waist. He had never been so happy in more than 10 years. Gui Chen Chen, do you know how desperate I was when you announced your retirement from the entertainment industry? I even wondered if it was the wrong choice for me to go to this university. But now, I feel that I am lucky. If I hadn't entered this university, I wouldn't have been able to meet you again. Gui Chen Chen gently pushed her away, maintaining a certain distance. Classmate Kui Yan, actually, you should like a boy whose eyes are full of you, not me. Gui Chen Chen wanted to persuade her to give up her feelings for him, because he was not a human being at all, and they could not be together at all. Together for a long time. You don't like it? Do you think there's something wrong with me? I'll change it. Kui Yan anxiously thought that it was because she wasn't perfect enough that Gui Chen Chen couldn't like her. Everything is fine with you, but we are from 2 different worlds and cannot be together. Besides, I don't understand love at all. It doesn't matter, I will let you know love. No, you misunderstood me. I mean, I am a cold-blooded and emotionless person. He explained that when he felt annoyed, he wanted to tell her directly that he was a vampire. However, looking at this tearful girl, he really couldn't bear it. What's more, exposing one's identity is punishable by death, and he, a vampire prince, is no exception. He hasn't lived enough yet, and he can't just die like this. It doesn't matter, I believe my feelings for you will definitely move you. When can he meet a scumbag? Even Neptune can do it. Let me tell you for sure, I don't like you. I don't like to be with someone I don't like. For eternity, my mission is only to protect my sister. I don't need human love. Gui Chen Chen extremely arrogant. Kui Yin was stunned, and the tears in her eyes finally poured out like a flood. I will not give up, I will definitely make you fall in love with me, Kui Yin announced loudly. Gui Chen Chen sneered and disapproved. It was absolutely impossible for a human being to tempt him. Thought he was the god of war, could he meet a girl like Yang Zizi? While Kui Yin was not paying attention, Gui Chen Chen disappeared in a gust of wind as if running for his life. Gui Chen Chen took a deep breath and made sure that Kui Yin, the clingy spirit, wasn't chasing after him before looking for Yang Zizi and 11 Jin. End of this chapter. The fake daughter can be either salty or sweet. Author, Wu Zizai. Chapter 227. Chapter 227, Getting Closer. Is there a ghost chasing you behind? 11 Jin saw Gui Chen Chen panting. He had never seen a vampire so tired. He was obviously not breathing, but he was still pretending to breathe heavily. More terrifying than ghosts, Gui Chen Chen said. Have you made it clear to your senior sister? Don't make me upset when the time comes, Yang Zizi said helplessly. She never thought that she would worry about her brother's love. Why? I made it clear, Gui Chen Chen answered Yang Zizi with a smile. Anyway, he felt that he had made it clear, but he would not know whether the other party heard clearly without him. But one day after class, Kui Yin suddenly came to see her. Yang Zizi walked to the door of the classroom and looked at Kui Yin, who wanted to please her. Senior sister, can I buy you a cup of milk tea? Kui Yin asked. She was relatively thin-skinned, and her fair face turned red when she spoke. The reason for being so courteous for nothing must be because Gui Chen Chen came to get closer to her. I'm going to lose weight, Yang Zizi randomly found a reason to reject her. Kui Yin looked her up and down. She had a perfect figure and had lost weight, which was unbearable for others. But she still smiled and said, how about I treat you to some weight loss meals? I'm not hungry, Yang Zizi refused again. Aren't you annoyed? Why do you have to jump into the fire pit? Although she also skipped it, she has no regrets. But Kui Yin's situation is different. Unrequited love and toughness will not lead to good results. Kui Yin took a deep breath, obviously a little embarrassed about Yang Zizi's attitude, but she was unwilling to give up like this. Then what do you like to eat? I'll treat you. Kui Yin adjusted her attitude and said with a smile. Kui Yin, if you want to get closer to me because of my brother, I think it's unnecessary. It will only waste your own feelings and time, Yang Zizi said coldly. No, I really want to be friends with you, but you're not completely wrong. There is indeed a little selfishness in it. Kui Yin lowered his head and said. I am happy to be your friend, but it has nothing to do with my brother. Don't worry, I will never become good friends with you because of your brother, Kui Yin said with a smile. That's good. Since we are already good friends, let me tell you the truth. My brother will never be able to be with a human being in this life. Human? Kui Yin was a little confused. Are there still differences between humans and humans? Aren't we all humans? Is it possible that there are gods? This is impossible. This is a plot that only appears in TV dramas. She will never believe that it will appear in real life. This is incredible. Well, there is a rule in our family that boys must be with the same family, otherwise they will be kicked out of the house and may be kicked. Yang Zizi made a beheading gesture, obviously giving the senior sister a frightened, because the rules passed down from generation to generation in our family have not changed since they were passed down thousands of years ago. Yang Zizi looked at Kui Yin seriously and started talking nonsense seriously. It seems that Kui Yin has been deceived. Judging from her dubious look, she may choose to believe it even if she doesn't believe it. So Chen Chen has a fiancé? Kui Yin asked blankly, completely opened up to a new world by Yang Zizi. That's right, Yang Zizi nodded, not looking like he was lying at all. End of this chapter. The fake daughter can be either salty or sweet. Author, Wu Zizai. Chapter 228. Chapter 228. What did you call him just now? Kui Yin is heartbroken. Maybe she should give up completely. They are not from the same world at all. Thank you for telling me this. Kui Yin thanked her and turned to leave. Yang Zizi also had no intention of killing Kui Yin, mainly because she had also experienced this kind of pain, and she didn't want others to experience this kind of pain like her. I don't want my brother to be punished by the vampires because of a human girl. The three of them drove home. 11 Jin went to cook, and Gui Chen Chen refused to leave, saying he wanted to stay. You bought a house here, why are you living here? Yang Zizi said. I sold the house, Gui Chen Chen replied. That's right, he did it on purpose. Yang Zizi is speechless. Hey, has Senior Kui Yin been looking for you recently? Yang Zizi asked curiously. Hey, don't tell me. She has become much calmer recently. When I went to pick you up from school, she saw me pretending not to see me and hurriedly avoided it, Gui Chen Chen said excitedly. That's what she wanted. This effect, the feeling of being chased by a human girl, is really bad. I told her that you already had a fiancé, so she gave up. Yang Zizi threw a piece of orange into his mouth and said. What? You must be joking too much. I go to school every day to pick you up and meet her. If she doesn't see a woman next to me every time, she will definitely be suspicious. It doesn't matter, 11 Jin is fair and clean, wearing makeup and a small skirt. If she stands next to you, the whole network will eat your CP, Yang Zizi said casually. Zizi, you called me suddenly. 11 Jin with wolf ears suddenly ran out with a spatula and asked excitedly. He's looking for you. Yang Zizi raised his chin and pointed at Gui Chen Chen beside him. Ghost Chen Chen walked up to 11 Jin, put his hand on his shoulder, and said, Brother-in-law. Yang Zizi spat out the orange he had eaten in his mouth instantly, and glared at Gui Chen Chen with a look that made Gui Chen Chen frightened for a second. What did you call him just now? Future brother-in-law. Gui Chen Chen tentatively added two words. 11 Jin was not happy to call her brother-in-law and sister, but calling her by name seemed too unfamiliar. After all, she was asking for help, so how could she not have something to eat? Gui Chen Chen, do you want to sleep on the street? Yang Zizi yelled in dissatisfaction. It doesn't matter, you can stay at my house. I still have a room available, so you're always welcome, 11 Jinfu whispered in Gui Chen Chen's ear. He likes Gui Chen Chen to call him brother-in-law. He is very superior and even more excited. At this time, it seems that the problem is not whether there is a place to live, but that I have to pamper and coax my sister. He Gui Chen Chen smiled at Yang Zizi and changed his title seriously. 11 Jin, do me a favor. 11 Jin glanced over. Cowardly. But 11 Jin still has to please Gui Chen Chen after all. After all, if he catches Yang Zizi in the future, then he will be his brother-in-law and cannot be offended. It has to be provided for. You said it, 11 Jin replied generously. How about pretending to be my girlfriend once a week? Are you sick? I am an upright young man, how can I pretend to be your girlfriend? 11 Jin pulled Gui Chen Chen's hand away and dodged aside. It's all said to be a disguise. Why did this kid have such a big reaction? He didn't want to eat his wolf meat. That won't work either. 11 Jin glanced at Yang Zizi, hoping to get his help. Let's not ruin his youthful spirit in front of Yang Zizi. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. The fake daughter can be either salty or sweet. Author, Wu Zizai. Chapter 229. Chapter 229. 11 Jin pretends to be Gui Chenchen's girlfriend. Yang Zizi ate the fruit nonchalantly, acting as a bystander, neither speaking nor facing anyone. Ghost Chen Chen glanced at 11 Jin, then at Yang Zizi, and then he had an idea, and Fu Er said to 11 Jin, "Brother, help you chase my sister." 11 Jin's eyes shone brightly, and he nodded in agreement without hesitation like a little puppy. Yang Zizi looked confused. What on earth did Gui Chen Chen promise to 11 Jin that made him agree to be Gui Chen Chen's girlfriend so quickly? Three people sat together to have breakfast. Although Gui Chen Chen is back, the feeling he had before can never be regained. At that time, the five brothers, Lun Chenchi and herself were sitting together eating, devouring their food happily, and feeling as if they owned the whole world. Can't you ever go back? Yang Zizi wanted to ask Gui Chen Chen why he came back alone and where were the other brothers. She didn't dare to ask. He was afraid of being disappointed and not getting the answer he wanted. Even so, he still chose to escape. Gui Chen Chen looked at Yang Zizi, who was not even eating well, and quickly guessed what she was thinking. He must have remembered the days when he had dinner with his brothers and Lun Chenchi. He thought it would last forever. Unexpectedly, he was soon broken by his father himself. "Sister, do you miss your brothers?" Gui Chen Chen asked. He is more willing to talk about his brothers than to talk about the prosperous times, because, at least, it will not hurt too much. Yang Zizi didn't speak, but he didn't deny it either. "Don't worry, they will be back soon." Hearing this, Yang Zizi finally felt somewhat comforted. However, she was still selfish in her heart. She wanted Lun Chenchi to return to her more than her brothers. But how is it possible? He doesn't love himself at all. Everything is just a scam disguised by himself. As for Lun Chenchi, my brother will definitely help you find him and let him kneel down and apologize to you in person. Although Gui Chen Chen could understand why Lun Chenchi chose to leave 2 years ago, it still made his sister sad for so long. If you are wrong, you should apologize. Remember to wash the dishes after eating. Yang Zizi finally put down his bowls and chopsticks. When he heard the name Lun Chenchi, he couldn't control his heart, let alone recall the beautiful memories they had. When she thought about the past, she couldn't help but hate him and love him. The complicated emotions made her mentally broken. Gui Kale's words forced her to believe that Lun Chenchi was deceiving her feelings, but she couldn't believe it without Lun Chenchi's personal admission. She hates him and loves her at the same time. He clearly said that he would protect her forever, but he still broke his promise. Gui Chen Chen looked at Yang Zizi, who left the table with distress. He was heartbroken. He had all the strength in his body but could not do anything. He began to curse Lun Chenchi in his heart. This guy is not reliable at all. He should have stopped them from being together if he had known it. "I'm going to take a look at the seeds." 11 Jin was worried. "Don't go, leave her alone. If you go, you will definitely get beaten," Gui Chen Chen kindly reminded her. 11 Jin had no choice but to give up. What is the story between Zizi and Lun Chenchi? 11 Jin has always been curious about what kind of person Lun Chenchi is, who can make Yang Zizi do this to him. He is the god of war of the vampire clan. Gui Chen Chen began to tell 11 Jin the story of Lun Chenchi and Yang Zizi. End of this chapter. The fake daughter can be either salty or sweet. Author, Wu Zizai. Chapter 230. Chapter 230. Encountering an unexpected event. It was really beautiful before, but since Lun Chenchi left, my sister has never smiled again. Gui Chen Chen goes to school every day to pick up Yang Zizi from school. 11 Jin finishes class earlier than Yang Zizi only 1 day a week, so 11 Jin has to play the role of Gui Chenchen's fiancé only 1 day a week. 11 Jin is wearing a small skirt and looks like a pure and lovely girl. Male and female classmates couldn't help but look at it more and more. 1 day a week, but I didn't meet Gui Kale. Since you can't meet her, then pretend to meet her by chance and let her see that you have a fiancé. Ghost Chen Chen held 11 Jin's hand, intertwined their fingers, and deliberately walked to the door of Kui Yin's classroom when get out of class was over, pretending to pass by. He happened to be glanced at by Kui Yin, who had just left the classroom, and then he lowered his head and left in a hurry. Yang Zizi did not lie to her. Gui Chen Chen really had a fiancé. Is it really because he quit the entertainment industry to protect his fiancé? Cui Yin ran away wiping tears. Seeing that his goal was achieved, Gui Chen Chen shook off 11 Jin's hand and ran to pick up Yang Zizi. 11 Jin cursed, "Why is this man like this? This man is watching, and he actually shakes off his hand so blatantly. Aren't you afraid that the keyboard warrior will give him the character of a scumbag?" On a rainy day, thunder and rain intersect. I don't know if it was a traffic jam or something else, but Gui Chen Chen didn't come to pick me up for a long time. Yang Zizi was about to take a taxi back when he suddenly saw a familiar figure from behind in the rain. "Lun Shengxi," she shouted, threw away the umbrella in her hand and chased after him with all her strength. However, when she arrived at the gate of Lingao school, the figure disappeared. She saw clearly that it was a prosperous time, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with it. Yang Zizi ran into the campus and looked everywhere for him but could not find him. He is back. Has he really come back? Tears mixed with rain. She ran around the school like crazy several times, but she didn't see that familiar figure. Why is he hiding from himself? Her hair was soaked by the rain, and the dripping water soaked her skin. The back of the school, yes, she still has the back of the school to look for. He must be waiting for me at the back of the school. Yang Zizi smiled happily and hurriedly ran to the back of the school. However, what disappointed him was that the mountain behind was very humid and there was no sign of anyone at all. Still as cold and lonely as usual. The darkness of the sky, as well as the rain and thunder, gave this place a gloomy atmosphere. At lightning speed, a person appeared in front of Yang Zizi. "Ah!" Yang Zizi screamed in fright, and then lost all consciousness and hearing. It is unknown what happened after that. Due to the bad weather of thunderstorms, lightning, and thunder, the traffic jam on the road was extremely tight. Gui Chen Chen waited for 10 minutes, but when he saw that the traffic jam had not been relieved in any way, he felt a little uneasy. The uneasy mood made him open the car door and rush to school regardless of anyone's eyes. 10 seconds later, we arrived at school. The classmates were walking together, talking and laughing, but Yang Zizi was not seen. He looked through the whole school, but he didn't see Yang Zizi. With a sensitive nose, 11 Jin came to the hill behind the school in Lingao, looking for the smell of poplar seeds and ghost dust. Ghost Chen Chen frowned, he actually smelled the same kind of scent. This scent belonged to a Giaban. This scent had just left not long ago, but at their speed, it might have reached the vampire clan now. Damn it, he's still late. End of this chapter.